You're wondering, like, can I be loved being this flawed? Or can I be, am I still worthy? You know, even though I have my own trauma and things. And yes, you are. This is getting in my eye. Oh my gosh, I can't do both. This is getting in my eye. Look at me, where she wanna be. Call me Vicky T. Get unready with me, and we're gonna do like a story time. So I'm gonna first, I guess, like repair my hair. Come on. Invigorating leave out. I mean, invigorating leave in on my leave out to smooth it and get it crinkly and wavy. If y'all wonder what I'm using, but I want to talk. I want to talk about when I was the red flag in my relationship. Like, I've never thought that that would be me, because you know, when you're in toxic relationships or bad relationships with people that are not meeting your needs, or people that are just not, you know, for you, you know, it's not a really good relationship or connection, and you're used to pointing out what their issues are, and you're saying what their problem is. And that was me, you know, that was me. I was used to being that girl in relationships, not being the fucking red flag. But let me tell you a little bit about that, and how I grew, and how you will too. Okay, so for starters, I was coaching someone the other day, and she brought up the sentiment, you know, saying, I don't want to have to be the red flag in a relationship. And I told her, honestly, that may happen whether you know, wanted to or not, and it's okay. It's totally okay, because it's like, we all are going to grow in a relationship. We all are on a healing journey. We all have trauma. We all have been through shit. All of us. And sometimes your shit just don't come to the light until you get with someone that is healthy, and you don't got shit to complain about to them, you know? And you don't, and they're doing everything right, and it's just you not understanding that this is a now healthy connection. It's like your nervous system really doesn't even realize it either, you know? It's like you're in that fight or flight mode still, and you don't realize that it's now safe and that you can do things differently. But I'm gonna tell you this, like, there is someone right for you that will be patient with you through that, you know? There's someone that will make it a safe space for you to have that corrective emotional experience and heal, you know? And it's gonna be scary at first. It's not gonna make sense, but you just have to calm down and tell yourself you're safe. So, is this a good twist? Yeah. So, here's my story. So, with me, when I first met my now husband, you know, everything was great, of course, in the beginning. Everything's always great in the beginning. That's not the issue. It's when it was time to get down to, like, the, I guess you would say, nitty-gritty of the relationship, so to speak. And when it was time for me to be vulnerable, express my needs, express what I felt you know, was wrong, or express what I needed. Just, I didn't know how to do that in a mature way. And it's because I was so used to not being heard, not being seen, feelings being not cared for, trampled all over. You know, I was just used to that. And so when you're used to that, when you're used to not sharing your feelings, or when you're used to sharing your feelings and someone not really giving a damn about them, you clam up when it's time to do that. And you don't, if you learn to not do that because you feel like it's not okay that I do that. And so that was me. That was my main thing. I realized it's like during conflict or doing anything that I wasn't comfortable about, or just anytime it came to me expressing how I felt about something, I did it in a very passive aggressive way. I would like pout, cry, just not say what I was feeling for real. Everything but what I should have been doing, you know, everything but. And it would cause such friction in the relationship. He would get so angry. Not angry to like putting his hands on me and cussing me out. Nothing bad. But just like, we would have like heated conflicts and disagreements and arguments over stuff like that. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me what it was. I kept thinking, you know, oh, this is not going to work. This is, you know, I need to leave. This is not a good relationship for me. It's his fault and this and that. You know, I would just get so in my feelings. And then one day, he like shouted out like, I'm just trying to be a good man to you. And I was like, I literally, like, in my head was like, he is. I had to think back over everything. And I'm like, he is. And it was like more than an awakening for me. Things didn't change just like that. But I slowly started to realize that he is safe. He is asking for me to open up and be vulnerable. He is asking me for what I need and what my feelings are. Let me just start telling him how I feel about things and what I want, and give him a chance to show up for me. And so I started doing it. Whenever I felt a way about something, I would calmly bring it up to his attention. Now, part of me did want to be like, go off and be passive aggressive or whatever, and make him be the bad guy, because I'm used to them being the bad guy. You know, a part of me wanted to do that, but then I'm like, let's just give him a chance to correct it. And I just started calmly saying what I needed, how I felt. And when you know it, this motherfucker showed up for me every time. He didn't do no pushback, no arguing. He didn't deflect. He heard me out and say, and it will often say, you're right, I'll try better next time. And I'm just like, oh, is that all it took? All this time, is that all it took? And I started doing it more because I started slowly realizing that this is a safe space that I can, you know, show him my full self and be vulnerable. And so I started doing it. And I also had like some codependency issues as well, to where I had a hard time separating from him. And I didn't realize that I would have that issue. But I just had that hard time. I just felt like I wanted all his time. And it sounds so bad. That's why I had a hard time getting it out and saying that. And it sounds so bad saying it out loud. Because it's like, who are you to think you deserve all of someone's time? You know? But I don't know. I just felt this clinginess. And because it's the abandonment wounds, I'm guessing more than likely the abandonment wounds. And so it took me a while to get past that. It did. And I had to realize that whenever we're separated, you know, it doesn't mean that he is abandoning me. I will see him again. It doesn't mean he's going out to cheat on me. It doesn't mean he's going to hurt me. It doesn't mean any of that. Has he done any of those things before? I had to really, like, self-soothe myself and calm myself down. And so, honestly, being in this secure relationship with a secure man helped me to grow out of my anxious attachment. I was working on it alone already. I had done some work alone, but it's only so much work that you can do alone. You know, some of the rest of your healing is going to come from you actually putting it to the test in a relationship. And so that was me. And I just happened to have someone that took their time with me and saw the potential in me. And plus, I felt like I was able to hold myself accountable. That was a big thing. Like, when he would point out something that I did, you know, I wouldn't become argumentative or combative. I would hear him out. And I wouldn't have anything to say on it. I would just hear him out and listen. Like when he argued, you know, I'm just trying to be a good man to you. I didn't having to rebuttal back like, no, you're not. I just was like, damn, he's got a point. And it was like hitting me in the face. And so this kind of takes me back to like the toxic relationships that we have found ourselves in. Like, you know, when we found ourselves with someone and we're like really wanting them to grow and change. We're pointing out all their issues to them and whatnot. You know, when we find ourselves doing that, that's the same thing. We were doing the same thing. We were basically trying to hold space for someone to grow and develop and change. But they just never did. So I feel like it's like the same dynamic. You're always gonna have to hold space for someone because we're all imperfect. We're not gonna come fully healed, but we can in a safe, secure space. So I was trying to provide safe, secure spaces for, you know, my exes. And they just weren't ready for that corrective emotional experience with me. I use these to take off my makeup. Neutrogena makeup remover. These are the bomb, especially for getting like the lash glue off. Oh my goodness. Like all of it's off. I got a little left. And now I'm about to wash my face with my favorite. This. And I think I'm gonna use my little scrubby face brush. I think I'm gonna use this thing. So I'm gonna get that set up and finish my story after I guess wash my face. Oh, I don't know. Do like the girlies do, the TikTok girls do. They wash their face like this while looking. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try that. And so where was I at? I can't remember, but shit. I think I was saying something like, you know, we were the same safe space for our exes. And, you know, we ended up needing that. So that's how you get back the love that you put out. You get someone that is ready to hold that space for you. And so that's what I feel like happened with me. And I've done a lot of growth in this space and connection with my husband. We've been together now 7 years. Will it be 8 this year? I think it's gonna be 8 this year. Oh, I need to brush my teeth. But yeah, I do that last because I'm talking to y'all. But remind me, y'all, to brush my teeth. But anyway, yeah, so I want you to know that it is okay that you are gonna be the bad guy, quote unquote, when you get into a healthy relationship. It is okay that, still got glue, hold on. See, that's why I'm gonna wash my face to get the rest off. But yeah, what was I saying? It is okay that you're gonna be the red flag in a new relationship. It's totally normal. Like, you're wondering like, can I be loved being this flawed? Or can I be, am I still worthy? You know, even though I have my own trauma and things. And yes, you are. This is getting in my eye. Oh my gosh, I can't do both. This is getting in my eye. Okay, I got that rinsed off. Face is clean and washed. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that face wash. I love it, love it, love it. But yeah, so don't let anyone shame you as well about being a possible red flag or possibly being the bad guy in a new connection or whatnot. Because it's going to happen between, it's going to happen in a healthy connection, period. That's actually not a bad sign, not a bad thing. Because you want someone to help you grow and to be basically a reflection in the mirror to show you what you need to work on as well. And why not grow in love with someone? Like, grow in the connection. And because it's that conflict and working through that conflict that really makes the relationship beautiful, and it grows because you're learning more about the other and you're changing and the love grows. Don't let no one shame you like something is wrong with you for that. And now I'm about to apply this. I love this for pores and stuff. By Good Molecules. Yeah, I apply that. Or no, wait. I have a night one too. I have an overnight exfoliating treatment. Yeah, this is the one. I forgot the other one that I used in the daytime. Yeah, I'm using that tonight. Oh, shake it up. I say shake it up. But yeah, don't let anyone shame you, okay? Because it's gonna happen, especially if you're like us, like a woman like us. I said it because I've been that girl too. You know that. And but no, real talk, I say that because it's like so true that we're gonna do a lot of our growth in a relationship, and it's gonna be beautiful. You know, be the red flag, but be that red flag in a connection with someone that is like good for you, someone that provides a safe space for you to heal. You know, you can't heal in a space where someone is deflecting, where someone is making you feel bad for your mistakes and being you, where someone is basically just not making it a safe space for you to heal and grow in. Someone that is like not wanting to work through the conflict together, making it all your fault. Even if it is, in a sense, your fault, someone will do it lovingly and basically try to be there for you to see how we can work on this together. It's not just you need to do this. See, that's your problem. It's none of that. It's let's work on this together and let's heal and grow together. Let's see what can I do to make this space even safer for you. What's going on? You know, someone to just be there and to just like be a hug to you and help you through that shit. You know, if anyone tries to point it out and shame you for it, you know, if your partner is doing that, you may want to rethink that, because there's going to be a lot of more conflict that arises, and you have to be willing to work on it together, you know. But for my lips, I'm using Rihanna Fenty Skin. Love this. I'm out. I don't think I even have enough for tonight. Yeah, I'm out. But I try to get as much as I can on there. I love this shit. Gotta go order some more. But yes, that's like my little routine. Oh, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I can't brush it and talk to y'all, so I'm gonna brush it off camera. I promise I'm gonna brush my teeth. But that's my routine. I think that's all I've got to do. Yeah. But yeah, so I was a red flag before, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, because in me having that light shined on me and my problems and what I need to fix, it made me a better woman overall. Not just a better woman for him in a relationship, but just existing in life. Like, it taught me a lot, because I didn't have that in my upbringing. I didn't have anyone to show me how to be or do anything, and I didn't have an example of a healthy connection. And not only that, what I was taught about relationships was basically to tolerate and stay and basically be okay. I was taught to be a quote-unquote good woman, which means being that woman that stays and tolerates, being that woman that doesn't have really a life of her own. You know, my parents were very misogynistic, and so I've always been taught to like prioritize a man, and that got me with a lot of narcissists. And so that was something else I had to work on in my healthy relationship, because he was secure and healthy himself. He was going to prioritize himself. He was going to see his friends. He was going to do him. He was going to go out. He was going to do what he wanted. And I had to just trust that it wasn't going to break the connection, that he wasn't going to abandon me. I had to let him do him so I can see how he does. And then once I got busy doing me and prioritizing myself, I wasn't so focused on that. And not only that, I was like, okay, I got my own life going. I got a lot of good things going for myself. So if while you are doing your life and I'm trusting you to do your life, for whatever reason, want to betray that trust, I have my good life to go back to. I have created this life where I'm prioritizing myself, and I'm going to be okay without you, you know? And so, I forgot I got some eye patches to put on. And so, in doing that, you know, it just helped me grow all around. And that's something else, that prioritizing yourself, that's a big one. Like, you're going to have to get used to doing that, because he's going to do it. He's going to prioritize himself for sure. Like, for sure is what I'm trying to say. So, you need to get with the program, so you don't get left, okay? These work okay. I don't really have a review on them yet. I haven't kept up with it, but, you know, they okay. They're, oh, that's too close. Oh. I think that's still too close, but who's this? It's this. I got these off. Is it Ulta, Sephora? One of them stores, child. I think Sephora. And they cool. They cool. They do okay. I need the darkness to go away, so I want to try that other stuff by Topicals. It's black on too. That's my next thing, because I'm like, I look so good if I didn't have like dark circles under my eyes. Like, I look good without makeup. And trying to get rid of these blemishes, I'm slowly getting rid of them. I used to have acne really bad back in my day, and this is the best my skin has ever looked, even though it still has a few blemishes. I'm proud of it. This is the best it's ever looked. I don't care what nobody say. But I think that's all I got for this girl chat, you know. That's like my little lesson in healthy relationships, and I hope it helps you, and I hope it doesn't deter you from being in a healthy space in a relationship, and I hope it prepares you as well, that you'll know when he's a safe space, or whoever you date, you'll know when that person is a safe space when you feel comfortable enough to truly be yourself, to truly be vulnerable and authentic. When you feel safe to bring up concerns. When you feel safe to even disagree. When you feel safe to just have conversations and try to resolve conflict. When you feel safe in that, and they're gently meeting you where you're at and trying to, you know, make the relationship work, and they're not just solely blaming it all on you, and they're trying to be that safe space for you. When you feel like that they're not trying to belittle you, they're not getting overly angry at you, going off on you, making you feel frightened, scared to have conversations, you'll know when it's safe and it's time to heal, and it's time to do things differently. It's time to change the way that you may have responded in the past. It's just time to be different, and you'll know, and you'll grow. Oh, that was so corny. I wasn't trying to make that rhyme, but it did. That's all I got, y'all. Yeah. So, good night.